Welcome back, guys. This is the fourth video of our entire playlist. In the last video, if you remember, we placed some buy and sell orders, and the orders were placed successfully. And now, a couple of things, very important things, how to track the order. So we need to see how to get the trade book, right? The second is how to place stop loss orders, right? Because most of the times we require some stop loss as well in order to cover our order, right? That's why it's called as stop loss order or covered order, sometimes called as CO, right? If we include target price as well, so for example, this is the price of the share. There's a stop loss, right? And there's a target price. There's a bracket which is known as bracket order or BO. And this is exactly the terminology that I'll be using, which is CO and BO. Again, I'll repeat, CO is for covered order, which is stop loss. BO is for bracket order, which is stop loss and target price. But before that, let's extract our trade book, which will have information of all the trades that we have executed. So in the orders button here over here, you can just scroll down a bit, or let me just do Control F, search it, and I'll see Dhan.get trade book, right? There's no input required in this one, so I'll just copy it by clicking on this button. I'll go back to the Python code that we have. I'll paste it over here and shift enter, which is running this particular cell. I'll get the entire trade book in front of us. Yes, you can see this is the entire trade book. Now it's into JSON format. We'll have to convert it into a tabular or a data frame format in order to analyze it, right? So I can see, let me just give a parameter here, say trade book is equal to this one, right? It's a dictionary, so I'll just go here and let me just go to a new cell. So if I run this trade book, I'll get this dictionary. If I just write keys, I'll see what are the different keys of this dictionary, and status, remarks and data. I think we just need data here, so I'll just write data, right? So this is the I think after running this we'll get a list. Definitely we have got a list. Now we'll have to convert it into a tabular format, and yes, you guys are right, we'll have to use pandas library, which is one of the most useful libraries in the financial world. Just for your reference, pandas and numpy are the most important libraries that you should have a very, I would say, grip on. And so I'll just import pandas as pd here, right? And then pd.data frame, and then I'll provide the entire thing in as an input in this particular function, right? So let me just write trade book data frame df is equal to this one. Run this cell. If I copy and paste this one, we should get a tabular format trade book, which is in front of you. These are the trades that I have placed in actually last few minutes, and these are some trades that I actually tested in the morning. So you can see all buy and sell of different types of intraday and CO. CO is the order that I'm going to place. Again, in this video, I have placed only SpiceJet shares trades today, so we can see it in front of you, and these are the information of this trade book. So this particular thing is very important because it will help you track all the different trades that you have placed. Either it's buy or sell, it's a market order, limit order, CO, BO, etc. Everything will be in this particular data frame, which you can consider all the time for any sort of analysis that you'll do. Now let's come to the most important part of this video, which is placing a stop loss order along with the main order, right? So we'll be using, yes, you're right, CO, which is covered order in this case. I'll come back to the documentation of Dhan. I'm on the order side only. Let's just go back to the place order, which is Control F and place order. You'll see the first function, which is Dhan.place order and data, right? So this is the entire thing. I'll again copy this and paste it here, right? Now let's go through the different types of things that we'll have to provide. Let's buy it, right? The product type would be CO, which is covered order in this case. If you remember in the last video, I used intra for intra day trade, In this case, I'm going to use CO. I'll have to provide trigger price here in this case, because trigger price is basically the price on which the stop loss order will be triggered, and then you will exit that particular position, right? So let's go back here and let's change all these things accordingly. So I have deleted other parameters that are not required in this particular case. I have just kept all the inputs that we need to provide in this case. So transaction type is equal to dhan.buy. Let's place a buy order only. I'm using the same exchange, which is NSE, National Stock Exchange. In this case, it's not dhan.intra. In this case, it's dhan.co, which is covered order. Again, I'm just placing a market order. Validity is day. Security ID is again the same one, which is SpiceJet in this example. Quantity is 1, price is 0, but yeah, in this case we'll have to provide another thing, which is trigger price, right? And we'll have to provide the price on which the stop loss will be triggered. SpiceJet is currently trading at somewhere around 30, so let's provide 27 as the stop loss range. If I run this particular cell, it will place a covered order, which is it will place both the main order, and along with that order there will be a stop loss limit order that will be placed. How to check it? If I just run this particular cell, which is dhan.getOrderList, I'll get the entire order list of the transactions that I have done. So you'll see this is the order that we have generated, which is a market order, SpiceJet, right? Now this one is traded at 29.95. I bought this share at a price of 29.95. Now there has to be a covered order as well, which is a stop loss order as well. If you scroll down a bit, you'll see a covered order, which is this again CO, and this trigger price in this case is 27. So whenever it hits 27, this order will automatically be sold and I will exit this position. That's why it is very, very important for us to have a stop loss order. If you are not a trader or if you are not a professional, it is always recommended to provide a stop loss order. Now similar to that, if you come back to the documentation, if you want to place a bracket order, so in this case we'll have to provide both BO profit value and BO stop loss value, and by saying this I mean you'll have to provide the absolute value. So for example, if you're placing an order of SpiceJet at say 30 rupees, then in that case if you want to place the stop loss range at 27, you'll have to write 3.0. And if the target price is say 33, you'll again have to write 3.0 and the profit value over here. And you don't need to provide trigger price, and if you run that particular cell, it will generate the BO order. It will actually place the main order with 2 limit orders on stop loss and target price. Now if on the right hand side, if you see order slicing, now what is it? So basically if you are trading options, for example, there is a limit of number of lots that you can trade in a single trade. For example, if you're placing nifty options trade, then in that case the limit is 36 lots. You cannot place more than 36 lots in just one trade. And for example, if you're placing 50 lots trade, it will throw an error. So in order to solve this problem at Dhan, what we have done here is it will slice down that particular order. For example, if you're placing 50 as the number of lots, then in that case it will trigger first 36 lots in the beginning and then the remaining 14 in the end. For example, if you're trading say 100 lots, right, so it will place 3 different orders, 36, 36, which is 72, and then 28 remaining with the third one. So you don't need to do it manually. Everything will be done automatically on the Dhan's platform, and that's why this order slicing is very, very essential for options trading. So yes guys, that's it for this video. In the next video, we'll be talking about positions, portfolio, EDIS authorization automation, and the fund limits functions that are also available in the Dhan's API. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video till the end, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much.
Investments in the securities market are subject to market risk. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.